On this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about an issue us homeowners tend to overlook when it comes to exhaust piping on our furnace or our water heaters. And if we ignore it, it could be deadly. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. So make sure you stay tuned. Hi friends, welcome back to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. So in your home, you either have one of these gas furnaces like what you see behind me, or a water heater that both of them have these exhaust piping going up to their ceiling, or you either see them running horizontally, vertically, or wherever. Also known as flue pipe because they exhaust these flue gases right out to the outside of your home. Now these flue pipes are either made out of B vent piping or C vent, but most of the time they're either made out of C vent type pipe. I'm not going to go into too much detail what C vent or B vent are. Stay tuned for future videos and I'll explain that in detail. But C vent is what we see on older homes. That's like what you see what's installed in my gas furnace behind me. Just a very thin galvanized steel pipe, flue pipe. C-vent type pipe is still being used as of today. It was used onto my parents' brand new gas furnace. If you go into B-vent type pipe, it's pretty much the same as a C-vent, but inside there's another layer which is made out of aluminum. So those are the things that are less corrosive. But as you can see, that C-vent type corrodes a lot. So I'll show you a clip right here when we removed my parents' old furnace C-vent type pipe, and you can see all the corrosion and how it was easily split open. And it was very dangerous because the whole time inside that garage where my parents' furnace C-vent type pipe was exhausting out, there were cracks and it was all this carbon monoxide coming out. You can see that there's a lot of corrosion inside the pipe, and that is very common because once it reaches into closer to the atmosphere, you're gonna get condensation in there. So corrosion is very common, especially where it 90s out on the joint, just like what you see on the top right here. It's very common because it is made out of galvanized steel, and galvanized steel does rust. It does weaken over time. Given about 8 to 10 years, it will start to rust. I'll show you a section right here on my parents' old C-vent type pipe. As you can see, there are holes starting to form and weak areas where it's starting to rust. So eventually you will need to change these out. But in the meantime, if you can't, there is a way that you can temporarily fix it, and I'll show you in a bit on how to do that. Using this fire block sealant, tested up to 1,300 degrees Fahrenheit. Applications: wires, pipes, HVAC ducts, and vents. I know we use this 3M fire block sealant. I would suggest you use this silicone sealant because it's a lot more flexible and it stretches. Now you can see that this is used for fireplaces, gas fireplaces, gas furnace like what we have, gas heating, stoves, and more. Now this goes up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is what I highly recommend that you use when you're starting to seal off those joints or those seams or any types of leaks. This is by Rutland, and if you're interested on this product right here, I'll leave the link on the description down below. And this is in clear, and this is on, it pretty much goes up to 70 or 80. For the exhaust for your water heater, the maximum, it could go up to 160 degrees, so it gets really hot. Here's the hole that is forming on that vent. I am using the high temperature caulk. You can use the Rutland caulk or you can use the 3M caulk. It's totally up to you. I am using this UL approved 3M high temp tape, and there is another spot on the vent that I did patch up as well. You can use these on the butt joints and also on the connections. It's totally up to you. Not necessary, but I highly suggest it. And here is the newly vent that was installed on my parents' furnace. You can see where the connections are. There are little tiny bits of gap. Again, I'm using this tape. It is rated up to 425 degrees Fahrenheit and to 118 degrees Celsius. Just measure and cut to place what you need. Again, don't peel it all the way. Here's the trick to it. Make sure you just peel a little bit and then slowly apply it and peel it as you go, so you don't end up sticking this and eventually destroying it. So just be very careful. Take your time when you're wrapping this around that pipe. Now once that's done, go look around, go up on the line, and just apply it the same way on all the joints. Now here's that other area that I saw that had this significant gap. Now this is where it is very nice to use this tape so that you can properly seal that gap. You can double layer this if you choose to, and I'm applying this also in the water heater vent pipe as well. So even though this is high heat vent tape, over time it does fail and it will start to rust like this one. This will definitely need to be taken out and changed out, because in the joints right here you can see that the rust is starting to form, just like what I showed you and talked to you about, that condensation starts to come out here and water tends to collect on this area, especially where all these ridges are. So I moved in this house about 7 years ago. I don't know how old this piping is, but I guarantee you there is going to be some debris underneath here, and I will be changing this out in the future. But for now, I want you to go and inspect your flue pipe or your exhaust pipe from your furnace and also from your water heater, but the tape should be good for that. If you're uncomfortable in doing any of this stuff, make sure you contact a professional HVAC installer. Future videos, I'm gonna go show you how to change these out, which is very easy. So an issue with these galvanized piping is that it's pretty much hooked on together with this locking mechanism, and they can easily come apart. Just like what you see in this clip right here, the joints came apart, and that's where all the escaping gases can go through and pretty much leak inside that space, which is very dangerous because that's carbon monoxide. C-type vent is a galvanized piece of sheet metal just connected through this seam, and you just place it and it should snap together like this. See where the two joints are? I know it's not necessary to put tape around here when installed, but in my honest opinion, I think using this high heat tape, again, if you're interested on this high heat tape, I'll leave the link on the description down below. My honest opinion, I think putting this high heat tape right here just for extra measures wouldn't hurt. Also use this Rutland silicone sealant, and you can seal that on the edge right here and apply a little bit of bead and pretty much close it off right there. So this is a clip of my parents' old flue pipe that we took out. You can see that it came apart. You see all the dust, the debris all in there, the corrosion, the rust. We don't know exactly how long this was open, but I know it was open for a very, very long time. And you can only imagine how much carbon monoxide was exhausting inside their garage and not outside their home. I'm just very, very thankful that nothing bad happened to them and they weren't able to be exposed in this carbon monoxide gas. So another thing is that they had a carbon monoxide monitor, but they didn't have batteries, or it wasn't working properly. I don't want this happening to any of you, so make sure that you check your furnaces, your C-vent pipe, your flue pipe. Make sure that everything is nice and sealed. I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but this is just something that you need to look for when it comes to your maintenance around your home. This is something that's very overlooked. I highly suggest that you invest into a CO2 carbon monoxide monitor. There are two types you can get. There's a battery one specifically just for battery, and there's another one where you can get a battery and you can hardwire it too. Like what I said, carbon monoxide is lighter than air. It's up to you where you want to install this, but definitely make sure it is working. If you're interested on any of these carbon monoxides, I'll leave these two on the link in the description down below, but definitely make sure that these are properly working and make sure that the batteries are working. I highly suggest that you run one with the hard wire with the battery, so either if any of those fails, either one will take over. So there you have it, friends. Hopefully I'm spreading some awareness and was able to help you out when it comes to these, things that you kind of overlook when it comes to your furnaces or your water heater vent. It doesn't hurt to just go and take a look at them. Make sure that you check these vent and exhaust pipe vents, these C vents or whatever. If there's any damage or there's any gaps or any holes, make sure you take action right away. Have that fixed by a professional, or just use these tips that I'm giving you right now. If you have any questions, tips or tricks, or any suggestions or experiences that you want to share with the community, please leave it in the comment section down below. We would love to hear that. Please share. And if you found this video super helpful, please hit that big thumbs up, press the subscribe and notification bell. Stay safe out there, friends. I'll see you in the next video.